Hello, how's it going, boys and girls? Derp here. Welcome to another installment of the DerpCast. We're up to episode 19 as of today, so that's pretty cool. I hope you guys are doing fantastic today. Welcome to the podcast. Happy Tuesday. Well, today's Tuesday. Tuesday, September 29th, 2020. You guys will see this tomorrow on the 30th, last day of September. So yeah, hope you guys are doing well today. Welcome. We've got quite a few things to go over today, so let's just get into it. Like I said, I am your host, Derp. I'm that guy that plays music games on Twitch and stuff like that. Rock Band 2. Okay. So last week were the last like 3 streams we did of Rock Band 2. We did the tour mode, or a lot of it. There's so much left. I really underestimated how long it is. I knew it was a long tour, but like, good lordy, we've done how many, like 4 or 5 hour streams of Rock Band 2, and we're nowhere near done with it. But it's been really fun. I love Rock Band 2. It's my favorite Rock Band game of all time. One of my favorite music games of all time too, honestly. Maybe next year when the anniversary rolls around again, we'll play it some more. Or maybe I don't know. We're taking a break from it though, because while it is a very fun game and it's well made, the tour mode is so repetitive and long, and you have to play the same music all the time. Like, I hope I never have to hear Aqualung or Living on a Prayer or Come Out and Play for a while, because my god, it's pretty repetitive. It's fun though. One thing I did to like try to switch things up and keep things interesting so I wouldn't get bored is to and so the audience wouldn't get bored too, is I every venue I played, I switched instruments, right? So for like this venue I played guitar for how many songs, next venue I played drums, vocals, so on, and I rotated. So that was fun. So like, even if a song was repeated, you'd see a different chart for it, right? So it'd be at least semi more interesting than just watching me play Living on a Prayer 53 times. Uh, but it's good though. It was a fun time. I like Rock Band 2. And I made sure to once I discovered that customs don't get picked, like for mystery set lists and stuff like that, or even if you hit random on the make a set list, they never pick customs. It must just be hardwired in to not pick RBN songs for whatever reason. I would always make sure to pick some cool custom songs when I got to make a set list, because you can like hand pick them yourself, but they'll never be picked if you just hit random songs. So I made sure to manually pick them. So that was fun. We'll probably go back to Rock Band 2 like next year, maybe. Like, it'll just be a yearly thing where we try to get through the game. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I like Rock Band 2. Week 3. Run week 3 of our Clone Hero Rivals Challenge, boys and girls. As you guys may or may not know, over on my Discord server. Hold on. I'm gonna make it look all fancy and switch the scene. Look, I made a different. I didn't make it, but I picked a different transition. Ready? Oh, we're on the wrong thing here. I need to switch to the other monitor. Yes, I do. There we go. So, yeah, over on our Discord, we have what was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm talking about this. We have the Clone Hero Rivals Challenge, which every week myself and Wings of a Meme come up with songs that fit an overall theme, and have you guys play them, and whoever has like the most high scores gets some priority request. Whoever has the most stars in first, second, and third place get to be VIP in the Twitch chat for a week. So it's just a little fun thing to keep the community engaged, So this week's Rivals Challenge, we're in week 3 already. It's called Bone Apple Tea, and it's songs about food, basically, or it's songs with food titles / artists. So there's like Corn, there's Pearl Jam, because jam. There's what else is there? I'm blanking. There's a band called We Butter the Bread with Butter. That's something. Oh yeah, we have Cherry Pie, Eat It by Weird Al, Breakfast at Tiffany's, yeah. Gimme Chocolate by Baby Metal. Just songs / artists with food related names. Just because Well, the song that was picked by last week's winner was called Strawberry something. Strawberry Trapper, I think. Yeah, Strawberry Trapper. So we're like, songs with food titles? That's what we came up with. So you guys have until Friday, this Friday, October 2nd. Yeah, Friday, October 2nd to submit your scores. So get on that if you're interested. You know, it's a fun little thing to do with the community. How come the lighting's weird? Silly lighting. Here, let's pick this up. Is that better? Yeah, it's fine, I guess. I'll sit back more. So yeah, that's week 3 of this week's Clone Hero Rivals challenges. I was just talking about Rock Band 2 and how we were playing through some of it, but one big anniversary that happened over the last week was Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock turned 10 years old, man. 10 years. I cannot believe it's been a full decade since Warriors of Rock came out, because I remember very well when it came out. I was beyond excited for it. I got it for my 16th birthday. I can't believe it's been 10 years. But yeah, we spent 3 streams going through the quest mode, which is incredibly well made. The game in general is very... The reason it's so good is because Neversoft knew that it was going to be the last Guitar Hero game that they worked on. So they didn't hold anything back. They went all out with it. They made a huge set list of really awesome, like, Guitar Hero friendly songs that make sense in a Guitar Hero game, right? A lot of awesome guitar oriented music, a lot of rock music, a lot of good. It had a good soundtrack, right? It had a good Guitar Hero soundtrack, and and the quest mode is like above and beyond like anything you'd even expect in like a Guitar Hero career mode or story mode of any kind. Like they went all out. They made it this epic journey to recruit these warriors and then defeat the beast at the end, and it was narrated by Gene Simmons, and it's just this big cheesy, fun, goofy Guitar Hero game, and it was made really well. And it was fun to have all the different powers with each character, and then once you beat the game and you have to dominate each song, you get 40 stars on each one, and it's a Guitar Hero nerd's like fantasy, this game. Like, to this day, I can't stop gushing about it. It was so well done. But anyway, yeah, I played through the entire story, because you don't have to play every single song to beat the story. So I just hammered that out on day 1, and then streams 2 and 3, day 2 and 3, I split it in half, dominating the quest mode, which meant I played every single song in the game. I 40 starred each one on first try, which is incredible. I got a little scared towards the end when we were hitting the harder songs like Dragon Force and Slayer and the 3 Megadeth songs at the end. Like, I almost didn't 40 star Sudden Death, which is the very last song in the game. I got that last star right at the end, which was pretty cool. It was a nail biter for sure. But it was fun. I really love Warriors of Rock. And it was fun to go back to it. Last year I didn't play the quest mode. I just played online with Xbox people for a little bit, because I had to work the night of the anniversary, I remember. So I came home late and I did a late overnight stream. And there were a few Xbox people that wanted to play with me, I remember. And I made that stupid song in GH Tunes, Gorilla Panty Drop. That was fun. Are you guys fans of Rick and Morty? Because season 4 just dropped on Blu-ray. I ordered that on Amazon. I should be getting it today. It's funny, Mama Derp usually gets me the season Blu-rays like for Christmas every year. But I just bought this one. It came out on the 22nd, I think, of September, a week ago today. Yeah, that'll be here today. That's exciting. I like Rick and Morty. Season 4 is pretty good. Season 3, I think, is the best season so far, though, personally. My favorite episode is the episode in Season 3 where they like detoxify themselves, like their personalities, and then like basically the moral of the story is like, oh, maybe we need both the good and bad parts of ourselves to be whole people. Like, it was a cool episode. It was cool. And it was really funny and well done. There's an episode from this season that won an Emmy, I guess, the one where they're in the vat of acid, and that episode is pretty good. I can see why it won an award. But I thought that was pretty cool. I think that's the first Emmy that Rick and Morty's won, which is interesting. But yeah, I like buying the Blu-rays. I know I can watch it on like Hulu or whatever, but like the Blu-ray always has a bunch of like bonus features, commentary episodes. I'm a Rick and Morty nerd. I like that. I like that extra stuff. So I got that to look forward to. Let's see. Oh, did you guys see this? Look at this business. Look at this business. Are you ready? We're gonna head over to twitch.television real quick. I'll go to the main page. Let's say you're just chilling, wanting to watch a stream, and you're thinking, I really like that Clone Hero game. Look at this. Clone Hero has a Twitch category now. It has a directory, which is pretty darn cool. So for the longest time, or since this happened, people have been streaming Clone Hero under the Guitar Hero 3 directory because prior to Clone Hero, it was the primary game to play. People are still playing Clone Hero under GH3. Prior to Clone Hero existing, the primary way to play plastic guitar customs was through GH3 on PC, right? But when Clone Hero became a thing and that replaced playing GH3 on PC, people kept... The game didn't have a category, so people just kept, streaming under the GH3 tab. Because that's what made sense to do. But now Clone Hero, apparently, I found a... Twitch tweeted this the other day about they have a new partner in where they get all their games from to make categories for. Here it is. Here it is. We're now powered by IGDB.com. Their massive gaming database plays a major role in our commitment to improving search and discovery on Twitch. Users like you can contribute to IGDB to ensure Twitch always has the latest information for all the games you love. So I've never heard of IGDB, but apparently it's this huge database of games where like people can like submit their own games if one exists and it's not on the database. And so then that can then translate to Twitch. If you're streaming that game, you can put it under that category. So because Clone Hero is such a small, game that's not like owned by a big corporation or anything, they can do that now. They can have a Twitch category for Clone Hero, which is cool. I'm kind of worried about, because one thing that was nice about streaming Clone Hero under GH3 was because A, GH3 was the primary game before, so it just replaced it, and B, Guitar Hero 3 is arguably like the most popular Guitar Hero game of all time, right? So if like a random newbie wants to watch a Guitar Hero stream, which game are they going to look up? Guitar Hero 3, right? Because that was the big game with like, it's the game that sold the best, right? It was the most popular one in the series. Had Dragon Force, Through the Fire and Flames. Like it was the game. It was the game. It's the game that people look back on fondly when they think of Guitar Hero. So if a newbie's ever like, is anybody streaming Guitar Hero on Twitch? And then they'll see all these Clone Hero streams, ask what it is, get into Clone Hero themselves, and then you spread the game's existence that way. But now that Clone Hero has its own tab, that's probably going to dwindle a little bit. But there's still going to be people looking for Guitar Hero on like YouTube, and they'll find Clone Hero that way too. So there is that. But the discoverability via Twitch streams is pretty much dead now, unless there's going to still be people, because like I just saw just now, there's still people streaming Guitar Hero or Clone Hero under the Guitar Hero 3 tab. So so people will still discover it, I guess. But it's interesting. It's interesting that Clone Hero 3 years later, it's existed for 3 years now, has a tab on Twitch, so that's cool. I thought that was pretty cool. Because another funny thing was Mixer, rest in peace. Mixer used to have a Clone Hero directory, and nobody streamed Clone Hero on Mixer, so I always thought that was ironic that like, oh, the big Clone Hero community is on Twitch, but it doesn't have a tab or a directory. But anyway. Guys, guess what? Guess what? I charted a song this past weekend on Saturday. I charted a Seether track, Save Today. It's a really good Pepe Jammer of a tune, I tell you what. Here, where are we at? Here we go. Here we go. Mute, blah, 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 blah. Mute it, mute it. Why isn't it muting? God, I hate YouTube. Mute it. Mute it. Oh my god. Okay, we're fine. My computer hates me. Anyway, we have I made a Seether chart this weekend. I got I recently discovered this song Save Today, and it's really really good. I got super into it. Like, you know a song's good if it like brings me out of my charting hiatus, right? Because I haven't charted a song since it's probably been close to a year. I think the last song I charted was the acoustic version of Stabbing in the Dark by Ice Nine Kills, and that came out last October. So it's been close to a year since I charted anything. Um, just because I always want to, like, I don't know how people who chart regularly for Clone Hero like keep the motivation for it, because charting a song is like not a tedious process, but there's a lot of patience and like constantly listening over and over to like the same little part over and over, or making sure that like the tempo's right all the way through, and it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work basically. Like, I have to really like a song if I want to chart it. And I've been addicted to Save Today by Seether lately, so I'm like I had that itch. I had that itch and motivation to actually make a chart for a song for once in my life. You and your Seether. So yeah, the download link for that is over on the video. It's a very recent upload. Like I said, it was up on Saturday the 26th. So can go grab that if you like Seether. I promise the chart's not that bad. I made sure to make it look okay to the best of my abilities. So yeah, that's the thing. La 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 la. What else are we at? Oh, did you guys see that Twitch updated? There used to be hold on. There used to be 2 tabs for like if you got gifted a sub, or how do they do it? They updated this right here. Now there's this little envelope. It's called notifications. Here's where like you can see if you got gifted a sub to someone or if it expired. And then you have my channel, which I'm not sure what that's for. It's not Whispers, because the Whispers tab is still there. But I don't know. They updated how their notification system works, and it looks smoother for sure. Before it was like a little notification bell, and it was a little messier, the notifications were, but now it's split into 2 categories here, which is nice. GG Twitch, GG. It's weird that there's no TwitchCon this year, because normally that's when they like have this one day where they just announce a bunch of new features coming out, right? And now we're just learning little stuff every day because there's no event to announce everything at once. Okay, I pre-ordered 2 games today, dudes. Holy crappus. I pre-ordered Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time, and I tweeted if you guys would like me to stream it, and it already has a few likes, 5 likes. So you guys must be down for it. I'm a big fan of Crash Bandicoot. Crash 4 hype. So I'm a big fan of Crash Bandicoot. So I'm really excited that they made like an official sequel to the like original trilogy, you know what I mean? And the gameplay looks really really fun. I've seen some Crash Bandicoot 4. I've seen some sweet gameplay for it. Looks pretty sweet. I like how Crash looks now. They gave him like a modern look. They didn't just keep the look of him from the Insane trilogy. They updated the art style a little bit, which is cool. So yeah, you have like extra powers too. Like I saw this one video where he was like walking on the ceiling upside down, and he had to like catch boxes on the ceiling too. It looked interesting. Yeah, this should be a fun game. Crash Bandicoot's one of those games where it takes me back, right? It takes me back to my childhood. And I really loved the remaster that came out back in 2017, the Insane Trilogy. It was really, really well done. I think, is this made by the same studio, possibly? I don't even know that much. I'm gonna Google it quick. Crash Bandicoot. Crash Bandicoot. Let's see. Under development by Toys for Bob. I think Vicarious Visions did the remaster, because I know Toys for Bob did the Spyro remaster, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Vicarious Visions. By the way, Vicarious Visions, they know how to make a remaster, because they made the Crash remaster, they made the Tony Hawk one that just came out, They know what they're doing. But Toys for Bob, who made the Spyro remaster, they did this new Crash, which is nice. So I have a lot of faith there. That's cool. October. What did I just say? I almost said October 2. October 2nd, it comes out, which is this Friday. I'm probably gonna stream it this Friday. I have it on the stream schedule that I'm gonna play drums, but that's probably not gonna happen anymore. Here, let me. I'm gonna update this. Crash Bandicoot 4. I'll probably play it Saturday too. It's probably gonna be my game until I beat it. It's probably gonna be my stream specialty. Another cool thing about this weekend is I'll have to see. I don't know when the CSC tournament starts on Saturday. That casted Clone Hero tournament. Where it's like all them hot, awesome CH players are gonna be duking it out, hitting them notes at lightning speed against each other. This is October 3rd here, but I don't know what time it's at. I don't know what time it's at. Yeah, it doesn't say what time of the day it is, but it is this Saturday, October 3rd. I wish it would say what time of day it was at. I wonder if they've tweeted anything about it, because it's this weekend, they should say something. Here, let's see. October 3rd. Yeah, I don't know what time it's at. They haven't said. I'm sure they'll be announcing what time it's at here pretty soon, I would imagine. 4 p.m. 4 p.m. what? Eastern time? Central time? What time? CSC. Oh, Eastern, it says here. Okay. So that's... What is that? That's 3 p.m. my time. I might stream Crash after the thing then, because that's early in the day. I don't want to do a 4-hour stream like in the morning, Because my original plan, I was assuming they were doing this like at night, so I was gonna like stream Crash or whatever during the day and then raid them, so we can all watch the tournament together. But it's at 4. If it's at 3 p.m. my time, I might not. I might stream at night, like afterwards. So then we can like talk about it while I play Crash and stuff. I think we'll do it that way. So yeah, that'll be good. That'll be good. I'm excited for Crash, man. It's ever since the trailer came out like this summer, like June-ish, I've been really hyped for it. I love Crash. The other game I pre-ordered was Fuser, which is a game made by Harmonix, the rock band people / the OG Guitar Hero game people. And it looks really, really good, right? Like it's a game. It's not your typical like rhythm game.
Obviously,
oh God, shut up! I don't want sound. It's not your typical rhythm game, but it's a music game, right? And as a fan of mashups, I'm really, really excited for it because the gameplay is like it takes place in like a music festival, right? Like a Coachella type environment. But like what you as the player have to do is you have to like mix and match songs together. Like see at the, I don't know if you saw at the bottom there, see those 4 records with like song names next to them? You have to like find 4 different parts of different pieces of music and put them together. Here you can make a person. This game's going to be awesome. I'm excited for this. It's basically Mashup Creator, the video game. And it looks really, really fun. I pre-ordered it today. Pre-orders literally went live today on PlayStation, which was good timing. So I went ahead and did that. It comes out on November 10th, which is a little while away yet, but like a month and a half. But yeah, it's going to be good. I'm really excited for it. It's going to be a fun thing to stream, I think. Hopefully you guys are excited for Fuser too. Plus it's Harmonix. Harmonix has, their history of making pretty sweet music games. So it should be good. It should be good. I'm excited to check it out. I got it pre-ordered. Just gotta wait for the preload to take place because I pre-ordered Crash today too, like I said, and I went on the PS4 today to see if preload was available, and it was. It was. It's only Tuesday, and you can already preload it, so it'll be ready by Friday. Which, heck yeah, buddy, it's gonna be awesome. I always love the fall season because I love the fall. I love like the feeling of how, I don't know. I just like wearing hoodies all the time. I'm not even wearing a hoodie today. I got my Nerva Nah shirt, but but I just love the feeling of fall, and because a bunch of video games come out, and it's a lot of stuff to look forward to, basically. Speaking of stuff to look forward to, let's talk about Rock Band DLC for the week. It is Tuesday, so they announced what the new music is. Let's head over to Rock Band's Twitter page and talk about it, shall we? Here it is. Yeah, this week's Rock Band DLC is Angels and Demons by, I don't know how to say this name, JXDN, and Stand for Something by Skindred. I feel like Stand for Something was Rock Band Network, because I heard the song and it sounded familiar, or maybe I just knew the song just because I've heard it before. I'm gonna look, because it doesn't say on Harmonix's blog. They usually put a thing next to it if it's RBN, but I feel like they feel like they phoned in this announcement, because right here it says Band of Skulls Stand for Something, which is not correct. So I'm just gonna look for my own sanity here. It did. It came out March of 2010, so that would have been Rock Band 2 era. I thought I remembered having that song back in the day. It sounded familiar. So that's an RBN Rewind, Stand for Something. And then JXDN, apparently he's a TikTok guy. He's a TikTok content creator, 14.5 million followers. Holy crappus. So yeah, he's pretty popular right now. He's got a song, Angels and Demons, coming to Rock Band. And then we have that RBN Rewind, Stand for Something by Skindred. Is there any other? I don't know if there's any other Skindred in Rock Band besides that. I charted a Skindred song last year. They had a cover of Electric Avenue, which was pretty decent. I'm gonna look quick. This website is so confusing to navigate. I think if I just look up Skindred. Yeah, I think that's, well, this just goes off of what's in Rock Band 4, right? Well, I don't know. Here, let me look here for Skindred. There's 2 Skindred songs, I think. Oh, it's the same. It's an RB3 version of Stand for Something. Okay. So I think that's the only Skindred song we've ever had in Rock Band, and it's coming back this week, so pretty good. Yeah, Angels and Demons. I listened to the preview earlier. It sounded pretty good. Both songs did, so it'll be a decent week. It'll be the first DLC of October. I'd imagine next week's DLC or whatever they have planned is going to be a bit more huge, so to speak, because on the 6th, which is next Tuesday, Rock Band 4 is going to be celebrating 5 years of existence. I guess it came out 5 years ago on October 6th, which is crazy. It literally just happened. I remember when Rock Band 4 came out. I remember 2015 in general was like a very exciting year because I remember there was Rock Band and Guitar Hero both coming back. Disturbed had a new album that year. There was just a bunch of bang, 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 awesome like stuff like that I was personally excited for, including my 2 favorite video games of all time coming out with new sequels. So yeah, I can't believe that was 5 years ago. That's crazy. Should we do an anniversary stream of some kind for Rock Band 4? I think we should. I don't know what Harmonix has planned for the DLC that week or what they have going on. Imagine if they put out like a bunch of songs for like the 5th anniversary. That'd be cool. A bunch of like highly requested stuff, some big artists, some something. Hopefully they're doing something. I know they have that Zoom. They did that Zoom call with fans to talk about like Rock Band 4 stories or whatever. Hopefully that's not all they're doing. Hopefully they have some like big content that they're gonna drop or something. That'd be really cool. Like as a surprise. Like surprise, here's 10 songs by insanely big artists. Enjoy. But that's probably just me. That's just me speculating and being hopeful, I guess. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Upcoming videos. Upcoming videos. Oh, you know what? Before we talk about upcoming videos, and we're talking about like here, you guys know who? What is this doing? You guys know who Dan Amrich is? He used to work for Activision, and then he worked for Rocksmith, or he still does. He's like a, I don't know. He works at Ubisoft with the Rocksmith team. Where was this thing he got? He tweets all the heckin' time. Oh my god. Oh my, here it is. So apparently the Rocksmith team, or Ubisoft Studio SF sent everyone on the Rocksmith team these commemorative coins, thanking them for working on the game. And while this is a cool like thing to have, and that's cool that they made that for the team, seeing that 2011 to 2020 amazing, like this looks like Rocksmith is done. Thank you for the music. Like I'm assuming whatever the Rocksmith team's next project is, um, it's not going to be Rocksmith. It's going to be something else with a different name. Because from the looks of this, it looks like the game is finished. Because this looks like a thing like, congratulations, thanks for making this happen with us. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping that, um, whatever, whatever they're working on, I hope. Well, they said it's another music project, right? So hopefully it's a continuation of whatever Rocksmith started with. Oh my god, I didn't show you guys the freaking coin. I'm an idiot. I was just talking to myself. I was looking at it. Okay, here's the coin. 2011, 2020, amazing performance, 1571 songs. But it looks like, yeah, it looks like Rocksmith is done, which makes me sad. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully that just means like that era of Rocksmith. I don't know. I don't know. But we'll see what they end up doing there. That'll be interesting. So sorry I didn't show you that. I'm an idiot. Oh yeah, upcoming videos. That's what I was gonna show you before I went off on that spiel without even showing you what I'm talking about. La la la. All my upcoming videos currently are either Rock Band 2 or Warriors of Rock, so I hope you guys are into that. That's all I've been playing on stream lately, so. Today, literally in 2 minutes from now, Dance Dance by Fall Out Boy will be up. And then we have, I made the full 2112 portion of the quest mode into its own video because it was so good. I have to show it off to you guys. And then we have Crab Rave and Rock Band 2, 40-star performance of Psychosocial FC also, and Come Out and Play FC on the drums. Drums FCs were really rare for me when we did Rock Band 2 because these Xbox drums suck. They drop notes all the time. So to actually FC a song was pretty cool. So you'll get to see that coming up soon. Yesterday's video was me singing Rebel Girl. That girl thinks she's the queen of the neighborhood. Song's so stupid. So yeah, you guys have those videos to look forward to for now. So let's do Discord questions, man. Let's do it. Let's do it. As you guys know, every week you can ask me, or whenever you want, you can ask me questions for me to answer on the podcast. I have a channel here called Podcast Questions, and I always make sure to tell people the night before I am recording tomorrow if you have questions. So, where do we leave off on? We left off on Perry Grip. We left off on Joaquin's about underrated Rock Band 4 songs. So first up is Wings of a Meme, who says, what objects would have to be placed on a pentagram to summon you? What objects would have to be placed on a pentagram to summon you? Guitar Hero guitars, Crash Bandicoot, video games, just a lot of video games and guitars. I think that'll summon me for, I don't know. Probably that, I guess. Video games and guitars. Kybry13 says, who is your favorite comedy musician? And Rob followed that up with, why is it The Lonely Island? Lonely Island's great, but I gotta give it to Bo Burnham. So, sorry, Rob. Lonely Island is probably second place. They're really good. But Bo Burnham is probably... I remember the first time I heard Bo Burnham when I was like, God, 14 or 15. I think it was 14. I think it was 8th grade. My friend Caleb showed him to me on his little iPod because it was 2008. He had me listen to Bo Burnham, and it was really I thought back then I'm like this dude's hilarious. He has like his own special vibe about him. He's really like sharp and witty and smart and quick with his jokes and his songs. And I've always really liked Bo Burnham. His music gets a little TOS at times, but you know you can't avoid that with a lot of big comedians. That's just how it is. Um, his I don't know, it's really good. I really hope he comes back to making more comedy specials. That's just like my own selfish like, oh, I want him to make more stuff for me to laugh at and think about. But his last special was called it wasn't what was the one after what? Came out in 2016. Oh my god, I'm blanking on it. I'm such a horrible fan. Such a horrible fan. It went words, what? And then something else. Bo Burnham. Hold on. Oh, Make Happy. That's what it was. Make Happy. I just saw it. Bo Burnham's 30 now? Jesus. Where's the time go? Yeah, Make Happy. I remember. It was like a Netflix exclusive thing. He's gone on to do a few things since then. He directed Chris Rock's last stand-up special, which was pretty huge. Um, so yeah, I really like Bo Burnham. He has a song about country music that always makes me laugh about how like how much it panders to like the type of people that listen to that music, and it was really cleverly written. Um, yeah, Bo Burnham's music always has always been really clever and witty and funny, and it's his music is also like you have to like listen to it a lot to like catch each and every little reference. Like he has one song from way back from like his first special, Words. The song and the special were both called Words. And if you guys have a chance to listen to that song, it's just jam packed with puns and little jokes, and it's like bang bang bang. Like there's no like you have to listen to it each time just to like catch a new thing. Um, I love Bo Burnham, and he has a lot of good like serious music too. Art is Dead is a really good serious song. Nerds, We Think We Know You. Uh, what else? The Make Happy special in general had a really emotionally impactful to me like ending. Like with the whole he had a like the last 10 minutes of his special were like it was done in the style, I guess, of like how Kanye West just does like random talking over a beat at his concerts or something. That's what he said. I don't pay much attention to Kanye West, but apparently it was done in that style, and it was really well made, and it had a lot of like deep lines in it, and it was just really well done. Bo Burnham's a I like how his brain thinks. He's an interesting, funny person. So anyway, and Lonely Island's great too. I should talk about them a little bit, I guess. Um, I don't know, they're good. I like Andy Samberg. Andy Samberg's one of my favorite, like funny dudes. I love Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I can't wait for that to come back. Uh, yeah, Lonely Island's got some funny tunes, but Bo Burnham's where it's at. Favorite '80s movie? You guys need to stop asking me movie questions because I never have an answer. I like Back to the Future movies; those are pretty decent. Um, I don't think I've watched a whole lot of movies from the '80s just because I wasn't alive in the '80s, and B, I don't watch movies very often. So, uh, Andrew says, if you had the opportunity to join any band ever and play guitar for them, what band would you choose? Probably Disturbed. Disturbed would be up there. I want to say Ice Nine Kills, but also like some of their music's kind of hard for me to play on guitar. Like the American Nightmare is a Pepe Jam, but I cannot play that part on the guitar, on the real guitar. It's really hard. I'm gonna go with Disturbed. I'll be a rhythm guitarist for Disturbed because Dan Donegan's solos get pretty crazy sometimes. Do you have a middle name? Yes, I do. Cats or dogs? Probably dogs. I mean, I don't know. I'm probably a dog person, I think. Well, I don't know. I like cats and dogs in a way. We can't have pets in our house because how does it go? I'm allergic to cats, and little Sophie's allergic to cats and dogs. So, we're just screwed in that way. But whenever I go start living my own life, um I might get a dog, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Just because I'm allergic to cats. I think I'll just say dogs, just because cats make me sneeze. Uh, Pancakes or waffles? Probably pancakes. I love a pancake. Don't you guys love a pancake? Pancakes are great. Waffles aren't bad either. Waffles are delicious, but there's just something about a pancake. Delicious. What kind of bear is best? And why? I love Rob's follow-up questions here. And why does it beat Battlestar Galactica? My God. Identity theft is not a joke, Rob. Millions of families suffer every year. Uh, the Peebus says, "What is a game you really want to be good at? Guitar Hero and/or Rock Band excluded." Rocksmith. No, I mean I play Rocksmith a lot to practice guitar because I want to be a better guitar player. But I would love to. I would love to be good enough at a game to speed run it. Like I watch, like I watch a bunch of like speed runs of games a lot of the time. Like if I'm not in the mood for watching music game content, um, like there was this one guy. There's this one person. I don't know if it's a guy. I shouldn't assume. There's this one person on YouTube who they sped run Spyro 2 in like 8 minutes, like the original PS1 version. Here it is. Spyro 2 754. Like stuff like this blows my mind. Like I don't remember where the crazy stuff happened, but like he just like I think it's right here. Like he just breaks through the wall. Am I showing the scene? Am I showing it? Yes, I am. Good. Look, he like flies through the everything somehow, and he just skips everything that you have to do to beat the final boss, and beat the whole game in less than 8 minutes. It's crazy. Like, where's the other crazy part? I think it was right here. Like, how do people learn that you have to like look what he did there. Look what they did there. He they get like in the middle of the door, and then they can like break through the walls. Like, I don't get how you discover something like that. Like, this is crazy to me. And I've been watching Tony Hawk speedruns too. Speedrun. Speedruns blow my mind, basically. Here, this person beat the game in 16 minutes. Like, I suck at Tony Hawk. Seeing people like constantly just do a bunch of stuff at once here is insane. And just like comfortably playing and just landing without falling all the time and catching stuff and doing these tricks. It's crazy. It's honestly crazy. Tony Hawk's a game I want to get good at, like in general too, like not even to speedrun, but just to be good at skateboarding video games. Because when I was a kid, you know, we had a few Tony Hawk games. Like I think it was Underground 2 I had on the original Xbox. And I never went for like collect skate, do all this all collect all this stuff. I never did that. I'd always just do the free skate for fun. You know what I mean? And so to see people who have likely been playing it the correct way for years just dominate this stuff blows my mind. It honestly does. So I'd like to be good at skating games. I'd like to be good at speed running stuff. Um, I guess that's it. I guess that's it. Those are my two big ones. Let's see. Nerd says, "Would you ever be interested in trying some anime-themed games on stream?" I mean, my gut says no because I'm not an anime person. I don't watch any anime shows. I don't know any of that stuff. People have told me on stream once in a while, like, because people ask, "Derp, do you watch anime?" And I'm like, I've never seen one anime show in my entire life. And then people start giving me suggestions. I'm like, oh, I'll have to check those out. And then I never check them out. I forget, and I have other stuff that I'm interested in, filling up my day. So I don't know if I ever want to, sure, but I'm not gonna like force it. You know what I mean? Joaquin says, "What update or what new feature do you want to see in Rocksmith?" Well, with what we just talked about, with looking at Dan Amrich's commemorative coin, wherever that was, it looks like Rocksmith is done. But one cool thing that the Rocksmith community has done, like on the PC version, is they've added a lot of mods to the game, which is cool. I talked about this on a few podcasts ago, a while back. But you know, now that the game's done, no longer being supported with new content or anything, people have started to uh, make some mods for Rocksmith, which is cool. Like there's direct connect mode, which means you can use any cable as long as any cable that's not the real tone cable, right? If you don't have one, or if you have like a generic USB guitar thing to plug in. Um, what else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Oh yeah, you can edit your song list names here, so it's not just song list 1, 2, 3, 4. What else did they do? Fast load, auto load last use profile. There's an exit game button they added. They updated it to show all the tunings that you could possibly have. So just little quality of life things, little things that some people might prefer to have on and stuff like that. Um, One thing I've always wanted to have in Rocksmith, and this is more for like if you're learning a song and you want to like focus in on where you need to work on a song the most, is like, so say you're playing a song in Rocksmith and you've seen is there any like song screenshots here, like mid song? Here. So you're watching a song, or here, like this, right? Look at this. I don't want to buy the game. Anyway, you're right here. Can you see it? Yes. You're right here. You see these purple bars on top, right? That's each section of the song. And like if you pause the game or pause the song and put it in riff repeater, you can practice each separate block. Like each separate block here is a different section. One thing I think would be cool is to like have a way where you can like keep track, like, oh, I've 100% of this section, I only have like 80% on this section, maybe I should work on that. Like have like little, like even if you just highlight over it and it says what your best percentage is on each one, just so you can like know where you need the most work at in each song, that'd be cool. That would be nice. For practice purposes, because I practice Rocksmith a lot. I practice guitar a lot, like off stream, and that would be a nice thing to have. Another cool thing that I wish Rocksmith did, and maybe whatever the new Ubisoft project is, maybe they'll do this, is have more music theory, or any music theory lessons at all. Because Rocksmith has a lot of lessons in it about like doing certain techniques like sliding, bending, harmonics, even basic stuff like changing strings or attaching a strap to your guitar, little things like that. But like I would love if the game went hardcore into like teaching you why certain chords sound good together, or why certain notes are in a scale, and like I would just like to know, I would like to just naturally know why music works the way it does, right? Like I would love to get into the nitty-gritty about stuff like that at some point. And Rocksmith doesn't support that. Maybe it's because it's too too broad of a subject or something like that, but like I've been playing Rocksmith since 2011, and I can play a lot of songs on the guitar because I've just learned the note charts to the songs and I can play them from memory and stuff like that. But like I wish I could know why like a song sounds good, or what chords sound good together and why they do, so that like, because I would love to like write my own music or something, right? Maybe, and like to have that knowledge of, oh, I can do this chord progression, or I can play these notes together and it sounds good, just like without having to like trial and error it, like just hammer out whatever. Like I would love to have like a baseline knowledge of like how music works in general. I think it'd be cool if Rocksmith could teach that in some fun way. Um, but I don't know. I don't know if that might be too complex of a feature or an update of some kind. Anyway, Ethan the Dab King 2020 says, "What's your favorite Guitar Hero guitar of all time?" That is an easy one. It's not near me today. Here it is. I like my, and I was really sad because this guitar wasn't cooperating with me for a bit, but I really like my Wii Les Paul. I really love the, oh, we're blurry. Why are we blurry, Puddle of Mud? I'm glad I checked this. Holy crappus. Oh, it's okay now. I like this guitar. I really like the feel of the fret buttons. And I don't know if these specific ones are just broken in more, but they press in really nice. They feel really good playing fast solos and stuff. I like the feel of the strum bar. It's not enormous like the, like, where's my World Tour guitar? Like the World Tour guitar strum bar is huge, and it's like I like when it's like little tiny like this and you can like rake strum easily and stuff like that. Like this guitar is really, really nice. This is like my Old Faithful, and I'm glad I have it working again and not overstrumming all the time. I also really like the Explorer, which is the white Guitar Hero 2 guitar I was using for a bit. It's what I use when I play like Xbox games, like on their anniversaries and stuff. That's another one where like the strum bar is really tiny, and it feels good to click. It's just got that. This is the gamer guitar. This is like the ultimate. This is the ultimate thing. I just noticed my whammy bar is like rusting a little bit. It's showing its age, chat. I wonder how old this guitar is. It's probably, well, 2007 at the most. This isn't my first Wii guitar. My first ever Wii guitar is from 2007 because I've had it since then. But anyway, yeah, I like the Wii. I played a lot of Guitar Hero Live in my day, and this controller feels pretty good. I know I just complained about long strum bars, but I like how this one feels. I like the clicky clack of this one. It's really satisfying. There's only ever been one model of 6-fret guitar, so I can't comment on the fret buttons too much. But I've played with a few 6-fret guitars, and sometimes the buttons are really like you have to push them really hard. They're not broken in well enough yet. But I played with this one enough over the years to where it feels good. All-time favorite, probably that Wii Les Paul down there. I like that fella. Feels good, man, and it plays beautifully with Clone Hero. It didn't for a bit, but now it does. Feels good, man. Grim Reaper says, "We ever play any NES games?" That's fun to say. Any NES games. If I want to, I will. I'm not going to force it. Same thing with the anime games. I don't think I've ever played an NES game of any kind. Because when I was growing up, I played I played the family's like Super Nintendo. I think my uncle has it currently, but because I think it was his when he was a kid, so he has it now. But I used to play it at like my grandma's house, the family's Super Nintendo. I never played the NES. I don't think I ever have. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure you can obviously emulate that stuff these days. You don't need the actual machine, but if there's ever a NES game that piques my interest, sure. Yeah, why not, right? Alex Smiley says, "Do you have a few moments to talk about our Lord and Savior Dwayne The Rock Johnson, aka are you a wrestling fan?" I've never been into wrestling. I see Jason Paradise tweets a lot about like wrestling matches, like he's super into it. But I don't understand it. It's not for me. Maybe I would love it if I gave it a chance, but growing up, Mama Derp was always like, wrestling's stupid, so I just naturally ended up thinking that way too. I've never given it a chance. I had a couple like wrestling toys, like famous wrestler toys. I don't even know their names now, but I had these. I think I had like 4 of them, and you could make them talk to each other. I don't remember how the technology worked. I think they had little buttons on their stomachs. You pushed them, and then once they both talked, they like talked back and forth to each other. It was the coolest thing ever. But I've never like watched wrestling growing up. I wasn't into it. I had other stuff on my mind. A resolution illusion says, "Is there any quote, motto, song, lyric you use as an inspiration? For example, the quote, 'Life begins at the end of your comfort zone' is one I often go back to when I need motivation to do things that are scary but important for personal growth." That's a good quote. That's a good quote. There's a lot of stuff that I don't do with my life because I'm scared. So that's a good quote. I might use that in my everyday life. Life begins at the end of your comfort zone. It's most likely true. Song lyrics. I usually get a lot of inspiration on life from song lyrics and stuff. I like that song "Fell on Black Days" by Soundgarden. I almost said Chris Cornell, but it's not just him. It's Soundgarden. There's a line in the song, "I'm only faking when I get it right," which that hits deep. Fake it till you make it. One show I really enjoy. I talked about Rick and Morty earlier. There's a quote on there about nobody exists on purpose. How does it go? Nobody exists on perfect. Nobody exists on perfect. What? Nobody exists for a reason. God dang it. I need to look it up. Rick and Morty quotes. I'm sure it'll be at the top. One about existing for no reason. What is it? God dang it. God dang it. Probably number one. These are all stupid. I think it's like nobody exists on purpose. Everyone's gonna die. It's just something like that. Where where it's like, life's not that big a deal. Just everything's okay. Um, I also really enjoy BoJack Horseman. There's a quote. There's a lot of good quotes in that show that like cut deep, for better or worse. Uh, there's one I talked about on the podcast not too long ago, or it was one of the first podcasts where Mr. Peanut Butter said something like, "The universe is an uncaring void. The search or the meaning for life isn't a search for meaning. It's to just keep yourself busy with unimportant nonsense until you're dead." Which is blunt but true. Um, you're asking ones that I use as inspiration, though. I don't know if I use any to inspire me. There's a lot of good quotes that I just think about that, like, just make you think. There is one inspiring quote from BoJack Horseman. There's this one episode, or I think it's throughout the first season, maybe first or second, where there's this monkey dude that's constantly running every day, and BoJack's like, "How do you do it? How do you?" Because BoJack's like trying to exercise too, I remember, and the monkey dude was like, "You got to do it every day. It gets." Oh, he goes, "It gets easier. Doing it every day is the hard part, but it does get easier." And that's pretty inspiring in its own way, I think. If you want to like change something about yourself, whether that be you wanna get more healthy and exercise, or if you wanna just uh, accomplish something that needs constant attention, that's pretty good. It gets easier. Doing it every day is the hard part, but it does get easier. That's a pretty good one. Um, I don't know. My head's filled with quotes that I have to remember. Caitlin Uvu says white bread or wheat bread. Probably wheat bread. I like either one, obviously. Mama Derp lately has been buying like this. It's supposed to be like this ultra healthy like bread. There's like seeds in the crust. It's pretty good. It's not too bad, and I don't feel like a like a horribly gluttonous person when I eat it. I feel like I'm making good choices. Oktoberfest says, "Do you think Harmonix made the right decision to remove features from RB3, such as Pro Guitar bass keys for Rock Band 4, with the exception of Pro Drums and Harmonies?" Uh, Whether or not it's a right decision, I'm not sure. I'm sure. Well, I know the reason they did that is because they looked at the stats for how much of each instrument was played, and apparently it wasn't profitable for them to bring forward Pro Guitar bass and keys. But I think they brought forward Pro Drums and Harmonies only because it's the easiest thing to bring forward, right? Because all you have to do is change the chart. Like the cymbals already worked with your old drum sets that you could use with the game anyway. So they brought it forward for that reason. And also with harmonies, like all you have to do is, sing, or all you have to do is update those charts and you can still sing them with your mic. The Pro Guitar bass and keys require special controllers that that aren't designed for regular play. Like they're these specially designed controllers for the Pro mode. And Rock Band 4 has come out at a time when Harmonix is an indie studio now. They don't have the financial support of like MTV and Viacom and EA and all those big companies, so they did have to cut corners, obviously. Whether or not it's the right decision, I don't know. Harmonix literally said themselves, like, if you want to play a game that teaches you guitar, go with Rocksmith, because they did it better. And it's true, they did. Like I've seen, like look at this Pro Guitar gameplay for Rock Band 3. I'm just gonna look it up quick because it is confusing as heck to read, man. Just this one, I guess. So I guess it makes sense, right? Like you have, like they made these fret shapes, or they made these chord shapes for chords, right? Like this right here is supposed to be like a power chord. Am I showing the screen? Yes. This is supposed to be like your typical power chord starting on the first fret, so that's what he's doing there. There is also a modifier in the game where you could have it show each finger, so this would say 1-3-3, for example, meaning like fret 1 on that string, because this is the 6 strings, right, from left to right, from top to bottom. So it would be like, it would say 1-3-3 if you had that modifier on, right? So like 1 and then 3-3 for those strings, and you'd be there. But Harmonix was like expecting you to just know these chord shapes off the top of your head, which for power chords it wouldn't be hard, but then you get to this, and that's like you have to bar all those, I guess. And like I wish I could find, there's some other ones where it's like some weird chords, like maybe More Than a Feeling has some weird chords in it that aren't just power chords. This is probably just arpeggios, actually, with power chords in the chorus. Well, I guess you can see this, right? So, like, this is supposed to be a D chord, but you're just supposed to know that off the top of your head. I guess you could memorize the chord letters and go from there. But in terms of, like, beginner-friendly, like, intuitiveness, like, this is really hard to read, right? Like, I wouldn't recommend Rock Band 3 Pro Guitar to a beginner. Rocksmith just looks so much more easy to read. You know, you have the strings here and they're flying towards you Guitar Hero style. You have the colors to memorize. Like, it just makes more sense, like, to a beginner, right? Like, if you're going from Guitar Hero to real guitar, Pro Guitar on Rock Band 3 looks really, really intimidating because you have to read numbers and you have to know what the numbers are. Whereas with this, it's showing you where on the guitar neck you're supposed to go next, and there's still numbers to look at, right? Like, you can't avoid that. But like seeing the colored chords like Guitar Hero style coming towards you, that personally makes more sense to me to go off of that than having to read numbers on the fly and memorize shapes. But I think, because yeah, even Harmonix themselves said if you want to learn guitar with a video game, go with Rocksmith. Because even they were like, yeah, we didn't do very good with Pro Guitar. So honestly, it's not a big deal. I wish they would have brought forward keys for Rock Band 4. I know it's probably the same thing of like, oh, they're not as financially viable as they used to be. But considering how much like pop music Rock Band 4 has gotten as DLC and how much just keyboard heavy stuff they've released, right? Like Hold the Line by Toto, for instance, was Rock Band 4 DLC, or it is. That would have been cool to have that, to learn the piano part, but they just charted it to guitar, because there's no keyboard anymore. Little things like that. Africa by Toto would have been fun to learn on keys. All the pop music they've been releasing, like I said, would have been cool to have on keys, but it is what it is. You know, that's just the current state of Harmonix's stuff, so that's just how it is. What are you gonna do? In a better universe, I would have, or in a parallel universe, I would have wanted keys to come forward. Pro Guitar and bass, I wasn't crazy about, so I didn't care. But I would have liked to have keys. That would have been cool to have back. So boys and girls, I think that's gonna do it for the podcast this week. I do believe we are all done here. Let's get back to the regular scene here. Boys and girls, there comes a time during every single podcast where we need to say goodbye to each other, and sadly, this is one of those times. I would like to thank each and every one of you for chilling, hanging out. If you watched the whole thing without skipping around, say wubba lubba dub dub, because I talked about Rick and Morty a lot today. Not a lot, but some. Wubba lubba dub dub. Anyway, we're going to be back. I didn't show you guys these. So my birthday was on Saturday, and Mama Derp and Sophie, they go all out because they're nice people. And one cool present I got, they got me a bunch of guitar picks with like different bands on them and stuff. Like there's Guns N' Roses, Metallica, Beatles, 21 Pilots, Nirvana, Motorhead, like a bunch of different ones. I've been using the Red Hot Chili Peppers pick, so it's been pretty nice. Oh, and Sophie got me this. This isn't like a guitar pick you should use because it's like really thick and metally, but it's like a collector thing, and it says I couldn't pick a better brother. So that's really wholesome and sweet. And also, like I said, they got me Tony Hawk, the Tony Hawk game. They got me a crap ton of candy so I can have diabetes by age 30. Um, yeah, bunch of nice stuff. They got me these other things too, where it's like these foam things that I'm gonna put all over the walls in here to A, soundproof the place, and B, like just have the place look nice and more decorated. Because you guys have seen once in a while when I like don't have the green screen up, like this room looks really boring and like prison almost. So we're gonna decorate this place a little bit, make it look nicer. Cause maybe I want to do more green screenless streams, you know, and show off the room a little more. So we have that to look forward to too. I didn't talk about these at all. So sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, there's a Scorpions pick. Beatles. Yeah, there's some good stuff here. Bon Jovi. Like a bunch of big bands on picks, all their logos and stuff. Anyway, we're doing an outro. Boys and girls, there comes a time during every single podcast where we need to say goodbye to each other. Sadly, this is one of those times. I would like to thank each and every one of you for listening. If you watched the whole thing without skipping around, put a wubba lubba dub dub in the chat or in the comments. I'm not streaming right now. We're gonna be back next Wednesday, which is we're gonna be in October next Wednesday, October 7th. Will be the next podcast, so look forward to that if you're into these. Thank you guys for supporting what I do. As always, thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for supporting the Twitch. All the things. You guys are awesome, and yeah, I owe everything to you, truly. So until next time, be good to yourselves, be good to each other. I love you all a freaking bunch, and I hope we can see each other again soon. Have a wonderful rest of your day or night or whatever it is, everybody.